Trillions of dollars were lost all over the globe. So what should you do when the markets open on Monday? Here with us, money managers Dave Maney and Jonathan Honig. Okay, so Jonathan, right now, not Monday, but right now, while people have some time this weekend, should they be thinking about how to rejigger their 401k? And if so, how?
Well, David, the first rule in panics is don't panic. But we are in uncharted waters here. I mean, we've never had so much government intervention and manipulation. And I know that Friday was bad, 600 points off the Dow. But keep in mind, back in 1987, it wasn't until the following Monday, after Black Friday, there was actually a Black Monday. So we could open up to a major plunge on Monday morning. That being said, one swallow does not make a spring. And I think that if you have a long-term time horizon and if you're holding good stocks at reasonable prices, one day's move, even if it's 500 or 600 points, shouldn't upset your apple cart.
I'm going to mix Jonathan's metaphors, Dave, and say I'm swallowing hard right now trying to figure out what to do. On Monday morning, are you going to do anything, or as Jonathan, you're just going to hold pat?
I think a steady hand is called for here. If you read kind of, press accounts, and particularly if you read them today and then listen to some of what folks in the UK are saying, I just can't help fight the feeling that this is overblown and less black and white than it's been treated by the markets and many in the media. And so I think a steady hand probably is the right way to go.
Well, and Jonathan, as you mentioned, there's a reaction to the manipulation that's going on all over the globe by central banks, by governments regulating too much. Maybe this is a healthy reaction to that.
Well, the most, David, you look back on Friday, the countries that were hurt the most were those that were the most collectivist.
That's
Spain
right.
and Greece and France. These countries had stock market returns that were even worse than here, certainly here in the States and in Europe. So I think now is a great time for every country to take a look at its fiscal policy. The less they can be like Europe, the more individualistic, capitalist they can be, the better.
Dave, by the way, when Jonathan was talking gloom and doom, we were putting up these positive notes. It is important to remember that markets come back. They usually always come back, except during that long depression in the 1930s. I'm just wondering, is this, even if we see worse to come on Monday and Tuesday, don't you think we're going to bounce back eventually?
Here's what I think happened. The market's repriced for greater uncertainty and much more, not knowing what's coming next. That much is clear. But what didn't happen is we did not descend some black shroud over the European economy.